let's talk about the abortion issue. Did you know that I just played a bit from um, Bill Hardwick? They have reduced amendment. Um, what?
3.
Yeah, they're going to appeal Amendment
Yep.
3. There's going to be a vote on it.
I saw
And
that, and
he gave such a great speech. I just played it before you came on.
please keep replaying it because Missouri needs to hear it. Because I didn't see that portion. I was doing my own show prep here. The whole Amendment 3 thing and the way these referendums are done around the country, it was a scam on the people of Missouri. Okay,
Yeah,
what happens is you have multiple millions of dollars that suddenly pour into the state from all these pro-aborts around the country. And we can go back to, so where'd they get all that money? Well, they got it from
Planned
USAID
Parenthood.
and things like that.
Planned
And
Parenthood.
where does Planned Parenthood get its money? They get it from government funding. They get it from killing unborn babies. So they pile all this money into Missouri at the last minute, and they run this totally deceitful propaganda blitz for this referendum. It barely passed, and we could talk about that at greater length if you want. But the legislature knows that, and it's a conservative Republican legislature. They know that if the people are properly informed, they would not want anything to do with what that Amendment 3 actually had to do with. It was passed under a false banner of all these, civil rights and every other kind of thing.
False advertising, and it was funded by outside money outside of Missouri.
Absolutely
and
right.
Bill Hardwick made an amazing speech. I'm sure that had a lot to do with it getting recalled. And there's the amendment. There was another amendment that passed. I think you talked about it, and I can't remember for the life of me what it was. Amendment A. What was that? What was
I'm not remembering off the top of my head now.
Yeah. Okay.
Did it have to do with Medicaid?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
I don't think so. But
Because that's another scam they're pulling on us. Right now.
Oh, Amendment A would stop all the outside money from coming in to vote on Amendment 3s.
Okay, that would be good.
That's going to be in the ballot too.
And that should be, if you remember campaign finance reform on the national level, John McCain figure out every which way to stop you and me from donating to these campaigns, right?
Yeah.
And yet the big corporate interests and stuff, they still had every backdoor means of putting the money in there. So what was it doing? It was attacking the First Amendment.
Right.
Okay. And things like what you're describing here, I'm glad Missouri's conservatives are taking this on.
Yeah, say that.
That was the other thing that Bill talked about, was that they're working to have it now where you can't have outside people from outside the state of Missouri putting money into campaigns for in-state elections.
Yeah, and that would be good. It should be it should be representatives of the people. I've gotten things, and typically, and it's both parties. I've gotten it from rhinos that it's all about what a bad guy. You remember Bill Eigel, who is a great conservative, and they just trashed him in the last few weeks before the election, before the primary. And you read these things, you look all over these fancy glossy mailings that you're getting every day, and way up in the corner in about a number 6 font that you can barely read without a magnifying glass, it says paid for by this group out of Arlington, Virginia.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, and so people in Arlington, the DC swamp is picking the Missouri governor.
It's as much as like being able to vote for Missouri people, the people that get elected, and I'm sure that happens too, where they have a lot of phony votes going in as well. Anyway.